Sorry about the delay. But welcome to another installment of the Open Hearts, Open Conversations podcast with Rachel and... Nope, can't hear you. Can't hear you, Gina. I can't hear you. Gotta love technology. Can you hear me? I can't hear you at all. I'm going to go to the live on my computer and see if it's just my phone. Technology. Let's see. Pulling it up. I see your mouth moving. Technology. Let's see. Pulling it up. Nope. No audio on here either. I see your mouth moving. Click to make sure you didn't hit the mute button. Let's see.
Now?
You're so funny. You're so funny. You click the mute button. You click the mute button.
I didn't know the mute button was on. I'm sorry.
You click the mute button. Okay. Okay, we're good.
Yes. Yes. Let's begin.
Okay. So, again, Rachel and
Jina.
So, today I wanted to have our topic be about effective communication, and then as a side note, conflict resolution. Because those are very important topics, aren't they, Miss Jina?
They are. Communication is a very important topic. I agree. That topic. Oh, Ibad is here.
The Ibad life. That's cute. And he retracted it because we just said that. Sorry, we were having technical difficulties.
Because of me, I apologize. We are late because of not even late by that much. Just 18 minutes. Okay. That's it.
Yeah,
But
just
yes, I apologize. I apologize. And I was muted, so I couldn't hear her. She couldn't hear me.
For like the first 2 minutes. Anyway,
oh my God. Yes.
Right into effective communication. Let's start with making sure that our technologies are working right.
Okay, fine, Mom. I'm sorry. I apologize sincerely. I'm sorry.
And let's see, English.
So this is bro. You need to remove this SK capture media. He just said that like some very sort of like bad slang, and he's like, oh, if you're not gonna, why are you gonna speak English? Speak in Hindi. Delete him.
Let me get rid of it.
That's a very fucked up comment. SK capture media. Delete this bitch.
I got it. And
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I can say, bro, I can say bitch to people that are being bitches. I am not going to be oppressed. I will stand up for us.
And you know what? Since I have someone in here, I'm going to go ahead and make him a moderator.
You actually look so pretty today. Do you know you actually look gorgeous?
Oh,
I can't get stress on you. You look so pretty. You actually look so pretty. Oh my God, you look gorgeous.
Okay, but now that do I have Cash App? Moving on. So effective communication.
Yes.
The biggest thing to know is that
57 people watching us today. 57 just starting.
Gina,
that's focus.
Gina, focus.
I'm sorry. Yes, Mom. Yes, I'm focusing. Yes, we got this.
We'll
yes.
address the comments and stuff in a second, okay? So, effective communication, starting with everybody speaks in different ways. And I'm not just talking language, right? Like we had that comment a second ago, speak in Hindi. I am learning Hindi. I'm also learning Spanish. I'm not doing that today. We're doing English, okay?
Yes,
but also with our different accents, it's and where we were brought up, the different slang and stuff that we learn, it's gonna make a little communication errors here and there, right?
Okay.
Like I thought it was so funny when I first heard it's apparently a common thing in India to say if somebody's like gonna be upset with you, that they will eat your head.
They will what?
Like, oh, she's going to eat my head. Like,
Oh,
so she's
yes, yes. That's
mad
the
at
thing.
me.
That's the thing. Right, right, right,
And
right,
I've
right. Yeah.
never heard that before. So I'm like, what do you mean she's gonna eat your head? So it's the slang and stuff. It will be really confusing. I've said a
Right,
lot
right.
of things that my friends, well, in really a lot of places around the world, because Pakistan, India, Africa, like I'll say things and they'll be like, wait, what? And I'm like, no, this is clear English, but no, it's American slang. It really is. So
Okay.
understanding who you're speaking to and what words to use is super important.
Right.
With my previous students, with my children, I never try to dumb it down for them. I use big words. I explain things clearly with description. And then if they don't understand something, I can give them that opportunity to learn something new.
Right.
Because I don't want to just assume someone's not going to be able to understand a $5 word, which
Right.
again is a big word.
Right. Bro, why are so many creeps here? What happened? Look at Arpit
Well,
Bala. Like, why
look,
the fuck do we
honey,
always have
honey,
so
honey,
many creeps here?
honey.
Why?
We're
Like
not
the
looking at the
fuck?
comments,
Can we
okay?
exist as women?
Look,
Oh
look.
my god. Jini,
I keep him as a moderator. Okay, I'm as a moderator. Focus on me. Thank you.
Oh my. I don't know. When they're creepy, but I don't like that. Look at Elgitas's
Ready,
comment.
ready,
Look
ready?
at his comment. Look
Honey,
at bro. What's up in the life today? The white girl is sexy. I want the chubbier girls inside you. Ew. I'm not even triggered.
Gina, look at me. Look at me.
This is so
Look at me.
cringe.
You're not effectively communicating with me. Come here. Come here. Look at me.
How do you
Okay?
say that is creepy? Ew.
Don't look at
Bro, Arpita again commented. Delete his comment. Delete his
Gina.
comment.
Gina. I'm gonna
Yes.
have to turn off the podcast if you can't like stay here for focused, okay?
Fine, mom. I'm focused on you.
I have
Yes.
a very good moderator in the comments. We will address the comments if we need to, okay?
Okay.
Trust in him, okay?
And
Thank
you?
you. No, Abad. Look
Oh,
right
no,
there.
I can't relax when there are people are asking, oh, what is a sexy white girl's name? I can't
Hey,
relax.
stop.
That's very disgusting and
Stop.
disrespectful.
Don't look at the comments.
Can
I
we
see
block
you.
Elgitas and I'm just saying, can we block them permanently? They're keeping on commenting.
You can hide them. There's an option to hide them,
Just
not
block
delete
these
them.
people because they're gonna keep on commenting. Elketas, Joel. Then there is, I think, another one who said sexy white girl. No, we can't. If they just keep commenting, that's just block them. Then we can begin the topic. I can't keep on speaking with these people
Okay,
here.
hang on for a second. To my lovely moderator, don't just delete, hide user on the channel, and then they're gone. Okay, honey?
Just make them gone.
Anyways,
Look at Elketas.
Gina.
Okay, fine. Okay. Fine. I'm listening to you.
Thank you, because we cannot communicate if you're distracted. If your focus is somewhere else and I don't have attention, it makes me feel some sort of way. It makes me feel unimportant, okay?
No,
I'm
very
communicating
important.
with you that I would love to have all of your attention right now.
Right.
Thank you. I would love to have a conversation with you about effective communication. So let's move on to examples, okay? Looking at me, not the comments. I can see your eye line. I can see your eye line, okay?
I love how you actually are such a mother to me. Like you are such a mother figure. I actually love that.
One of you because you need it because I'm your mommy.
Okay. Yes.
So like I was saying, okay. Let's say that you shared a concern with a friend and it was actually a kind of a hot topic for them. It triggered them, it made them upset, and they got really quiet. And you're like, dude, what's wrong? What's wrong? Girl, what's wrong? Bro, what's wrong? And they were like, nothing, it's fine, I'm fine. You obviously know they're not fine, right?
Right.
So how do you move on to make things fine? How do you go from there?
Okay,
Okay.
so this is something that you have taught me, and I had no idea why, because I need to fix things then and there at that moment. And if I fix things, then my part is over, so everything is done and well. That's not how it works. I just learned from
That's
Rachel
a
like
very
a day back.
common thing where, and I myself, I like to have things handled then. I don't want to go to bed angry. I don't want to leave things unsettled. It's a very common thing to want to have any sort of miscommunication be cleared up right then, clean slate, everybody happy. It's the people pleaser in us. We want to be happy. Everyone around us be happy. But
Right.
if you're having an issue with someone who is not in that mindset of, I want to talk about it right now and clear it up right now, how do you address that with them, Gina?
I give them space and I tell them we can talk whenever you are ready to talk, and I will give you the space that you require.
Right. And now that leaves them open to be like, oh, you're not going to push me into talking about it now? Like, I have time to think about this and calm down and take a breather, because a lot of people have that mindset of, I need to step away from this and like take a mental smoke break, because in their past, in relationships or in childhood, they're like harassed. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you happy? Right? And so that becomes a defense where they build up this wall, and they don't want to let you in right now because they need time to themselves. So if you're saying what's wrong, and they're like, nothing, it's fine, then you say again, okay, we can talk about this later. Or if we're okay, we don't have to talk about it again. I'm like, if you're genuinely sorry that you upset the person, then you can apologize. Or you can at least say, like, I didn't mean to upset you. Because what you said was genuine. But the way they took it, you
Right.
have no control over, right?
Right.
And that's what I've tried to tell my children too. And some people will get mad at me because I don't make my children say I'm sorry. Because if they pushed someone or took something or made a mess or said something rude, like, your tummy's really fat, just offhanded kid stuff, innocent, then okay, they can see that it hurt somebody. They can see that they hurt feelings, but did they intentionally do that? So I tell them, like, hey, was that a very thoughtful thing to do? Was that a nice thing to do? Do you see how it upset them? And if they can acknowledge that, then I want them to acknowledge it verbally, like, hey, I probably shouldn't have just thrown that at you. I didn't mean to hit you, so I'm sorry about that. And leave it at that. Because if you go around people pleasing, making everybody happy, backing down from every fight, you don't have effective communication, you don't have honesty, you don't have that transparency. You don't have it.
Right.
So like, when you and I are talking and you're ranting to me about something or other that's going on in your life, and I'm like, okay, hang on a second. So this happened and this was said. Like, let me just clarify it. Let me get to the root of this.
Yeah, that's active listening also.
Yeah, and that's when you realize what you said yourself. Like sometimes, yeah, and active listening is that is part of effective communication, because you can't just be here. I'm not just talking at you. I'm giving you words to respond back with. I'm giving you opening for your own thoughts.
Right.
And along with that, let's see, I wanted to, active listening, and then resolving conflicts in our relationships and stuff. Overall, that. So,
genuinely sorry is important.
saying sorry is again with that whole people pleasing thing.
But suppose you have done something wrong to hurt the person, and then you are actually like sorry and you want that person in your life, then you are just genuinely sorry once.
Yes, that is very right.
No, we are talking about communication today.
Communication. But thank you. We seem very anxious, don't we, sometimes? And that plays a big part in it. But I think because like, I am, of course, your elder. I have had a lot
More
more
experience.
experiences with people who are more of the toxic, volatile type. So I know how to calm and address and assess, and children who don't know how to regulate their emotions, you know. So I, of course, have much more experience in this. But
Mhm.
you have your own experiences that you don't even realize yet how valuable they are. So
Yes.
effective communication, and sometimes it does mean putting up that barrier and protecting yourself, like with a family member who can be very pushy, who maybe doesn't have your best interest but thinks they know best for you, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So when that person tries to talk to you and you know you can't effectively communicate with them and get your point across, then you do have to kind of just, okay,
Just take a step back.
I understand. Nope, this is how it is. And just placate, because that also protects your emotions, your sanity.
Right.
It's
Right.
peace. Yeah. But when you are talking with your friends and trying to make plans with them, okay? Let's just say one of your longtime friends messages you and says, "Hey, we should make plans." How are you going to effectively communicate with them when you are free and what you would like to do? For example, please, Gina, thank you. Tell me. One of your friends. No, don't
Last
look at
line
the.
got. I was not looking at the comments. I promise. I was just listening to you. And what was the last line? Like, suppose they tell me, please,
One of your longtime friends is messaging you saying
making
like,
plans.
"Oh my God, it's been so long.
Got
Can
that.
we hang out sometime?" And it
Right.
has
Right. I
been a
got
long
that.
time. How are you going to communicate with them to, like, is this person someone you want to hang out with? And do you want to make plans with them? And how do you make those plans?
If I like them and I want to hang out with them, I will be like, yeah, of course, we should totally hang out, and then select a date when we will be mutually free. Discuss that when we are free in this weekend or in this weekday. Discuss that and then create that plan. If this is someone I do not want to hang out with, I will say, why now? Where were you all this time?
There you go. But no, and it seems really bitchy, right? Like, why now? Like, why you hit me up?
Yeah,
How many
right.
people do I have
That's a
in my
question.
Facebook, which is very personal? I don't add anyone to my Facebook unless I know them or they're my family. Obviously, I know them. But I'll have people from like my high school trying to add me and message me and stuff. And I'm like,
Ew.
now, like, you want to be friends with me? That's cute. Why?
So embarrassing for them. That's so
At the
embarrassing.
same time, like, I have made new connections with people that I went to school with because they reached out. There was this guy that I've known him since junior high, and I thought he was really cool. I thought he was really sweet. And then he reaches out to me, just, hey, what's up, whatever. I don't know. He saw my content somewhere, like my comment on somebody else's thing that he knows. And he reached out and he's like, oh, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. He's still living in that state. I'm way over here now. And I don't know, like, randomly he decided to say, I'm sorry, I used to bully you. And I'm like, what? Because I didn't remember him ever bullying me. Like, I thought he was the
Did he
sweetest
used
kid.
to bully you actually?
Apparently. I mean, there were a couple kids that I remember when I was younger. Like, I used to wear my hair, hang on if I can do it, like with a little bit in
Your
front,
hair
and then
looks perfect. Your hair looks
just have
fine.
my hair pulled back, and so my ear would stick out a little bit like this, and
Oh my God, this looks
it gave me some of
great.
my
Like
ears.
it actually looks
And
great.
like the stage of hormones when the acne comes in and everything, and then when the boobs appear,
Same,
then people are poking at you and
same.
stuff. But I don't remember him being like that sort of person at all. But and I made sure to tell him, like, I don't remember you in that way,
Don't
but thank
remember.
you. Thank
Right.
you. Like, the
Thank you
apology
very
meant
much.
a lot to me, even though I didn't remember it. But
Yeah, it's just
yeah,
it's kind of you. It's thoughtful.
it
You
is
have
kind,
changed
it
now,
is
so that's
thoughtful.
good.
And
Right.
now we do occasionally message because we've had that open conversation of like, oh, okay. Meanwhile, other people, they don't matter. They still don't matter. And then
Yes.
I have a problem, and you know this, and you pointed it out. I don't always effectively communicate my feelings because I am sometimes too nice.
A people pleaser. Those
I,
vibes, a
I
bit.
yes, like
A
you've seen it in
bit.
the comments. Our moderator has seen it in the comments. In my DMs on my Instagram and stuff. I don't have to respond to these people, but I want to because I like having conversations. I like being
Because
like
it's time and you love people.
joy and happiness,
Yeah, I
and
also love that.
it gets me in trouble sometimes. It does.
Does it?
It
Okay.
does. Because sometimes, like from when I was young, started developing, to now, if I'm kind and friendly, people take it as flirting,
Yeah, of
and
course.
and
It's a
that
thing.
can make issues for sure. Um, you've definitely had that issue too, where somebody thinks you're interested and you're really not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's creepy.
It's creepy,
That's
except
very
for
creepy.
the part of your mind which is like, I like the attention.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's there. That's there. But of course, like that attention and then be safe.
Yeah, because no, it is.
Yeah.
It is nice to praise like, oh, your dress is so cute. You're so beautiful. I like the way you talk and do
Yeah,
and laugh.
they're like
Like Gina,
next
your
right,
energy
right, right.
is so amazing, and I love it. You're so fun. You're so just boom. That's just
Stop. You do too
just
much at time. Stop
like I love
it.
it,
You do too much.
and it's nice to hear. But if someone in the comments says that, it doesn't mean as much.
No. Like,
But
thank you.
thank you. And so because you
Yeah,
say
thank
thank
you.
you to them, like, oh, thank you for complimenting me. Are they in love with you now? It might happen. And so that gets us in trouble. It gets us in trouble. So it's tough because I want to say thank you. And I am appreciative. But
That's it. Don't go anywhere from there. That was the end.
yeah, I'm sorry. So again, moving to when you have conflicts like that, when you have someone who maybe is really in your face. Okay, I'm going to be really careful about this example. Someone has been disrespectful to you, and someone has been told they've been disrespectful to you, and you've blocked this person,
And they
but they,
keep on doing it again
but
and again. Just keep
yeah,
on harassing you.
and they found ways to call you even though you blocked their number, Gina.
That's so
So
like unsafe and that's so stalkerish. That's
it
like
is.
us being a stalker.
It really
That's so
is.
scary.
And you've told your friends about this, and they've told you, oh, just keep blocking. If they call again, and hang it up right away.
Only one
Like,
solution, just keep blocking. Right.
yeah. Um, you're not picking up what I'm putting down because that's your situation.
Girl, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god. Stop it.
It's hard, isn't it? It's
It
hard
is. It is. It is.
because
Definitely.
part of effectively communicating with somebody is that sometimes you don't talk to them, and that is the loudest way that you can respond to them. If they
Yeah.
call, hang up. If they somehow like go through an email, go through a social media, something, block immediately. You don't need to tell them like, you hurt me. I don't like you. I don't like your attention. Block. Hang up. That's it. Sometimes that is the most effective way because some people aren't ready to listen, which goes further from I need space and I need to calm down. Sometimes they're so main character energy that they can't understand another viewpoint. And it's really hard, but you have to know when to see that and who is capable of listening.
Right.
Like some people that I've gamed with before, right? I'm sure that there are people in the comments, I've seen it a little bit, they want to game maybe later, and he's maybe sharing my gamer tag, but
Just
seems
say.
yeah, in fact, I'll type it down here. Yeah, but I used to go and stream, and I would be on random squads with people, just me and 3 randos, and hopefully they have a mic, because then it's fun, you know. Like I said, like having conversations with different people is fun. If I find someone who's fun, yeah, I'll friend them, I'll keep them, I'll play with them again. There was this one guy. He seemed like he was really fun to talk to, but then he got on the topic of religion.
Yes, that's
And
kind of.
and when he said that he was an open-minded person, that was not accurate. I'm open-minded. I accept that
Me
there are
too.
many truths. I'm not going to get big on the topic.
Yeah.
But I love talking about different religions, different cultures. I accept that any of them might be the truth. Okay? This guy had his religion, which I will not name, and was basically telling me, this is how it is. Eat it. This is the
Oh,
truth.
that's so messed up. That's so messed up. That's
Basically,
not giving an open mind.
because then he would talk about a different religion, and I'm like, oh, well, I've actually studied that, and what you're thinking is not accurate from what I've experienced, but I understand why you think that way. And he's like, oh, blah, 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 more about very close-minded, you know? And then I had to just end it at that point. And I deleted this stream because I could not possibly let it be aired. After I closed it, I deleted it, I put it on private, it's done. Then he started talking about homosexuality.
Okay.
And I was
Love
like,
that.
we're done, because he was so
Oh,
hateful
damn.
for it.
Homophobic. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's messed up.
First, he was super close-minded about religion, and then he brought in homophobia, and
Of
I
course,
was like,
kind of goes hand in hand. Right.
well, we're done.
Close-mindedness, conservativeness. Yes.
Wow.
Kind of goes hand in hand.
Delete.
Yes.
Because I will try. Because I love sharing knowledge and love and everything, but it's not going to be an effective and healthy
Right.
conversation unless both parties are doing
Both
that.
people need to be like that in a conversation. Yeah, if one of them is just open and receptive and the other one is just constantly forcing their points on you, then how is it going to be effective communication? It's just one-sided communication of that person shouting at you and just trying to force their points on you. So yes, those moments you should definitely take a step back and be like, we are done. We don't need to converse anymore. Yeah, that's the end of the topic. I have done that.
And you are doing better with that. And I'm so proud of you.
Yes. Thank you, Momsy. I love you.
It's great because like you'll message me or you'll video me or whatever.
I'm videoing most of the times, yeah.
Blah blah blah, this and that, this person, and then I'll be like, okay, so what should you do?
What would Rachel do in this situation? That's what I think of nowadays, and it always works. What would she do?
Let's put it on a necklace. Honestly, like if it works for you, like I'm not perfect by any means. I'm very flawed, extremely. But if that helps you to like put your mindset into, well, this person would probably approach it in a calm, mature way. And I'm not in that calm, mature mind. So let me just put myself into that. And okay, this is how I should respond. And I'm so glad that works for you.
It does. It really does. It helps a lot. It helps me out a lot.
Like for me personally, speak on what Ibad says you were speaking fast. I'm sorry.
I'm not speaking fast. This is like I'm learning. This is like the best I can do. This is way better, no, Rachel? Previously, this is way better, right?
It comes and goes.
Okay. I'm just trying. I'm trying at least because of you. See?
You are trying. I only speak this slowly and fluently, like because of my experiences with elderly having to speak loud, children having to speak softly and slowly so they pay attention to you. Because if you yell, they shut down. If you're like, hey, Gina, what's the teacher got up on the board there? And then you pay attention to me. I'm like, oh, I bet you could do that too. I bet you could. They listen. They listen.
Yeah.
And speaking fast is a very common thing. When we get excited, we get louder, we get faster. But it is hard for people to understand sometimes. And that sucks. I would hate for anyone to miss out on the fun, spunky, and knowledge that is Gina if she gets too excited.
Oh my God, you do too much. I love you. That's so sweet. You are very kind.
Excited to be able to get her point across. If she gets too excited and too fast.
Stop. I don't do that. Oh my God.
You totally don't do that. That was an exaggeration. That's an exaggeration. But then you're not being understood. And that sucks because you are just awesome. You should give yourself
awesome. Shopini, you are so kind and sweet. Look at you. You are the most awesome person on the planet. Like, you are the best. Literally, look at you. You are amazing. You should praise yourself quite often. You need to work on that as well. Praising yourself and being a boss queen. That you already are. You just have to accept that. Yeah.
I have to accept it. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm working on that. I am. Liking myself, loving myself. Look in the mirror and say, you are damn gorgeous. You are so smart.
Yes, queen. Yes.
It's important.
That's important.
But,
thanks, Ibad. That's very kind.
You are doing such a good job as our moderator. Thank you. So when we're like to summarize how we've been going back and forth with this and giving examples, effectively communicating, resolving conflict, actively listening, putting different strategies in place to resolve these issues. Sometimes they can't be resolved and you just have to move on. And there are a lot of different ways to speak to other people.
Right.
Oh, prime example, I taught children with autism, which are usually nonverbal, often nonverbal. I hate to put them in little baskets, but they will make grunts or groans or use their physical
nonverbal cues,
to talk.
Sorry, I just know. I learned from you.
I looked at the comments. I got shy. It's okay.
Oh my God, Mom.
So sometimes it's not so much what you say, but how you say it. So if you're telling someone, if you'd like to tell someone, hey, I don't like how you spoke to me. It was either like they spoke very critically at you. Or
insensitively.
I got you. So let's say that one of your friends comments on your photo and says, girl, why you got all your stuff out like that?
Oh my God. That's cringe and that's so creepy.
One of your best girlfriends, though. One of your friends. And she thinks that she's letting you know that you could cover up and be more respectful looking, right?
I'm not going to listen to you anyway. I'm not going to be oppressed anyway.
What if she had said instead, oh, you're so gorgeous, but I bet if you had worn a jacket, it would have shown off that necklace better.
That sounds way better than change your clothing. Because I am not gonna. Why will even a kind-hearted, loving friend even say that? That's not harming anyone. If you're not gonna let your friends express themselves. Girl, me.
And you were like, you're supposed to be a girl's girl.
Oh.
Girl, me. And I was just telling you like that's really pretty. But maybe if you right? Because I approached it in a way that you could understand. Because I was able to get your attention and explain to you I don't mean any disrespect. I don't mean any harm, but I want to tell you this because I care about you. Versus, girl, I can see your tits.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's so creepy. Why do you
Like,
even say
there's a
that
different
to
way to say it.
friends?
There's a different way. There's a different way. What if I'm gaming with somebody and someone tells me, yeah, you suck. You should probably be off for the night. That's rude, right?
Yeah.
What's a better way to say what they noticed, that maybe my gaming is declining, maybe I'm making stupid mistakes, maybe my aim is really off, like
That's a way better thing to say.
like hey Rachel, you doing okay? Because like you seem a little off. Do you need to take a break for some food or
Right,
something?
right. That's way better.
Yeah, crazy what a difference that is, isn't it?
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
Just
Right.
not immediately going for the jugular, like wow, you suck, but like, hey, you doing all right? You doing all right? On the flip side, I hate it when somebody's like, hi, how you doing? And they don't actually care how you're doing. You greet someone,
Yeah,
hi,
that's fascinating.
how you doing? And they keep walking. Fuck you, you don't care. I hate that greeting so much. How you doing? You don't care, stop it. I'm gonna effectively communicate to you, I'm doing great, thanks, how are you? As you walk away, because I'm that petty. I'm that petty, I will do that.
Yeah, that should be done. Yeah, it's good to be petty sometimes. I agree.
It's healthy for you sometimes.
Yeah, it's healthy for us. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. How do you tell someone that else is making? How do I tell someone that someone is? Yeah, that I just say that you are a fucking creep and you are disgusting. Like just fuck. That's what I was doing. Like you, that's so fucking creepy. That's like so disgusting. I tell them straight up because I've been taught for the longest time just
That's
be quiet.
one method. That's one method, okay?
That's the right method though. You can't let people creep on you like this. That's like predatory. That's so
Yeah,
creepy.
Gina. There are, because that's a way to like. Let me hang on. There are many people who avoid conflict. It scares us, okay? It terrifies us. So if someone's making you uncomfortable, sometimes it is helpful to reach out to a friend. Case in point, during a gaming stream yesterday, not going to name names, except for the
Oh, I know what you're referring.
okay.
Yes, I know. I know.
But I was playing with Andrew. Gina's in the comments, and someone was kind of persistent in the comments, as they usually are.
They have been forever.
And it could almost be flattering, but it's like a lot. It's a lot. And so
it's just creepy, Rachel. You have to get over your kindness sometimes. It's just creepy.
So what happened in this instance? I'm trying to what Taylor is asking. Okay, so my friends were there to support me. Andrew messaged me, "Hey, do you want me to block this?" And I'm like, "No, it's okay," but he probably should have anyways. And then Gina in the comments was like, "Dude, back off," you know. And then what happened when my friend? What happened when another one of my friends woke up and heard about this? They messaged this guy.
That's the good thing that you did.
Went off on him.
And for your friends, for your God, yes.
I appreciated that so much. I really did. Like all three of you. It was because it wasn't a big deal for me, but I was uncomfortable and I appreciated that. So if you can get help and support, if you can't go and tell someone yourself, you're like, I'm uncomfortable with what you're saying. I'm uncomfortable with doing that. I'm uncomfortable around you. And if you can't avoid them or block them, if it's not that simple, then have support with you. Have friends that can give you that push, that strength, because that's everything. That's a huge difference.
Support is a lot. Yeah, support and care is a lot. Yeah,
and that can go, like with your messy situation. You have friends supporting you and reminding you that you're doing the right thing when you're doing it, and it makes it that much easier to continue and press on. Even small situations like, I really need to start going to the gym. And your friends aren't like, yeah, you fat ass, you better. Like, nah, you too lazy, you ain't gonna do it. Like, that's some people that's helpful. Some people that kind of abuse is friendly and
Be out
lovable.
of your lives. Yeah.
But some other people might need like, I love that you're trying to get healthier. I love that you're focusing on yourself, and that is going to be great for you. Let me know how it's going. Do you want me to go with you?
Right.
People need that, but other people do need the kind of backwards abuse. Like,
Not
okay,
me.
asshole, let's go. Like, let's see if you can lift as much as me. Like, I'll see you at the gym, fucker.
That's just discouraging as fuck.
Yeah. We all have, but right back to the beginning, we all have different things, different ways to communicate. And it's so important to understand that. With certain people, I will be like, sup, bitch? How's it going? You skank? They can take it. But someone else, hi, sweetie. Oh, it's so good to see you. Because they need that.
Right.
It's very important to know who you're talking to. And to be ready to flip if they get this look, if they respond inappropriately. It's very important to understand that there are so many different ways to communicate, not just language, but also the body language too. Like, I speak with my hands a lot, and it helps get the point across sometimes. Rather than just sitting here like this, you can see my enthusiasm, not just on my face, but the way that I move. And that is what helps bring people into the conversation with me, because they can feel that energy, right?
Right.
Like, I can feel like you are actively listening. You're actively listening. You're sitting there calmly. You're looking at me. And I appreciate that, because the body language is huge. If you're like this, they're all different.
Like, oh my God, yes, begin, Rachel.
Yeah, it's all so completely different. They're talking about sports. That's cute. I can't follow sports because I cannot keep a loyalty to that. I can't. I was born in Ohio but raised in Michigan, and that's a huge rivalry. So I can't get into sports. When I was in India, I spent most of my time in Kolkata. So of course I was going for the Kolkata Knight Riders.
Yeah.
And everything was amazing. I got to see them win, but only when I got back here. And I had the Willow app and everything, and it was awesome. But I hold loyalties to sports because those are not my people. Now, if my kids or my friends are playing sports and doing matches and stuff, yeah, that's my team. That's my team. But they're not people I don't know. I don't care. I really don't.
Yes.
My youngest is doing basketball now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, the second grade just started.
That's super great. Does he like it?
Last week. Well, I'll hear about it this week now. And we do have a basketball hoop in the driveway. So that'll be fun.
Yes. That's exciting.
Like second grade, so it's much taller than regulation for them, but it's fine. It's good practice. He can dribble and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
And what's great is because my kids have learned from me in the gentle but realistic sort of way that I parent them. Like, I don't hide things from them, but I don't, expose them to unnecessary things. They come to me and they communicate with me, and they're able to tell me about good and bad stuff all the time. And I love that so much.
That's great.
Even my oldest, he was telling me that he was giving relationship advice to one of his friends the other day. You've never been in a relationship. He's like, I know. And I'm like, but he's seen that. And he's been the friend who helps another friend in a difficult situation. He's been like a peer counselor sort of thing for other students at his school, and I love that for him. Love that. I think that's really what keeps me going. Those kids are amazing. I know I did something right. And it all starts with effectively communicating with them.
Yes. That's very important. We learned that today. Yes.
Yeah. Like, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm not going to take it out on you. I'm going to tell you I'm in a poor mood for one reason or another, and I'm going to try to not, Thank you. I'm not looking at the comments.
Well,
I will have to look through these later after it posts. It usually takes like an entire day for this to post. And apparently you can see the live comments when you look at it later. I can't, but some people
I
can.
also can't. I can't
I
see
gotta
the live
figure
comment.
out how that works because specifically our moderator can. But anyway, I think we went back and forth on this a lot. And it's a very important topic, and I hope that some people enjoyed listening on our thoughts about it and got something from it.
It was really fun, except for the creepy men. It was really fun. I loved it. I loved it.
It was really
For all
fun
the
except
creepy
for having to
men.
rein you in. Except for having to rein you in, okay? Like Jina,
I'll call you after this. We need to discuss it. It was
Yes.
really fun talking to you, Mom. Thank you so much for everyone joining here. Thanks a lot.
Let's go with fist bump. Fist bump. Because we're adorable.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Mwah,
Thanks,
thank
everybody.
you.
Bye-bye.
We'll catch you again next week.